What is up, everybody? This is FNH News Reviews and Told You with a brand new video to talk about FollowLiker. So this is one of the programs that you can use to grow your Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest account. But we are going to talk about FollowLiker Instagram growth tutorial in this video. So this is going to be our a very basic tutorial video in which I will give you later on videos as well on how to do the best settings, the advanced settings, all the automations and whatnot. But we're going to talk about simple FollowLiker, the basic tutorials, what you can do, and how to start it off. So basically, the plan I have, I believe I have 5 accounts, and I believe I pay $6. I think $6 a month that I pay for to get to make it work for me. I'm starting off new just to show you guys how it works. I'm gonna make like a fake account. I'm not gonna actually run it. I'm just gonna show you like completely fake. Like I'm gonna show you exactly how this works, what you need to do, because it does come with tutorials and whatnot, like FollowLiker themselves, but it's not as straightforward as you would assume it to be. And just to like walk you through a little bit of like what's in it and what comes with it, they have different projects. In the file menu, they have like the proxies to put in so you don't get caught. They have the themes, you can change the color if you want to, and then there's obviously the help guide where you update the app itself, or the program I should say. What's it called? You can share it, you can ask them for help and whatnot, and all the other good stuff. Now, I personally use this on my computer. It's up to you where you would like to use it. You can put it on a VPS. You can put it on a separate computer that you don't have. Again, I said this in a few videos. I have a powerful computer. To me, it doesn't matter. I can have this running. I can have OBS running. My computer can handle it. It barely uses anything. Again, not everyone has something like that. Some people have like a normal, regular work lap or home laptop for like personal use and whatnot. It may not be able to handle it. It may be, again, it depends on your computer specs. So I would advise you to obviously check that before you buy it, like get the bot, download it, and use it on your computer. You can obviously always just do it for 1 month and then turn it off if you think it's not worth it. So just to show you, the way you get everything put in is you basically right click and you do new. So let me just do that again. I think I did it too fast. You do new. You can edit if something's already there. You can sort it. You can delete it. You can import it. You can open it in browser, etc., etc., etc. There's a lot of different things that you can do to get it done. If you have 2FA on, you probably will have to turn it off at least until it starts running, or it might ask you to verify it. I forgot how that one works. I don't have it on, so I can't tell you. We're just gonna call it, I don't know, YouTube. Sure. It doesn't matter. I'm just putting in anything. I don't have an account called that. I'm just putting in something random just to show you guys. So once you have the thing created, again, you can have the proxy, you can have media. It's going to tell you all these. So with the exception of proxy, unless you have it filled, media will populate with the amount of pictures you have on that Instagram account, following of how many people you are following, followers of how many followers you have, if it's authorized, what the health of the account is it banned, is it doing good, and the status if it's running or paused or stopped. And then the custom settings, obviously, and it tells you when you even added it. So what you need to do once you're in this and you have the account added, you just double click it. Any day now. And dang it, it stopped responding. This does that to me for some reason. After like, if I don't restart the computer every 3 to 4 days, my FollowLiker starts to glitch. It could be due to me just running it for a very continuous long of time, but it could be many reasons. Now we're gonna go with the most basic of like, follow, and unfollow. What you need to do is you need to click like, it'll scrape the photos. You need to click follow, it'll scrape the users, and you need to click unfollow. And once you do those 3, this will automatically check off retrieve existing followers and followings. It won't do anything to the top 50 that it picks. So if you have friends and family and you don't want them unfollowed, let's say you had 100, you would change that number to 100. If you want to unfollow them, screw it then, whatever. If it's a fan page, I don't think you would care. Or if it's like your own YouTube page, maybe you will, maybe you won't. It depends. But that will help you not delete those 100 followers. It'll keep those in order. And what you also want to do is, I would recommend this, is shuffle task. Now the show advanced button, you do want to do this, but I would say wait for my next video. I don't want to say it yet because it gets a bit too in depth. I'm trying to keep this the basic starting guide tutorial on how to get Instagram followers. So we're going down that route for now. What you need to do next is basically, the first portion is you're pulling in users. And it says scrape only top. There's different types. You can ignore users with no pictures. You can only scrape the top results. What you need to do in this portion is you click new, and there's a different types of queries that pop up. Like, what do you want to do? Users who are tagged, users followers, normal search, location, users following, users who liked. All these different ways to get it. If I do normal search, essentially, basically, if I write Instagram, it'll get all these sorry, not normal search, users followers, every all of Instagram's followers will come. So this is how you go based off of your niche. Again, my more in-depth video would discuss this. What you basically are trying to do, if you're in the arts field, you would try to go for artists or people who like specific types of art, and you want to get those people to like your stuff. You would target them. You wouldn't target Justin Bieber. That would be odd. Maybe some of them like art, but most of them won't. So you following them, you will basically skew your niche. That's not what you're trying to do. You're trying to stay very like on point of your niche. And you can keep adding, by the way. That's just one user. You can have thousands if you want to. You can keep on doing it. You can keep one. And again, it's good to have a good, healthy amount, like about 20, I would say. And again, if you choose people who have like thousands of followers, that's not a lot. It'll run out. Try to vary your range. Get people from thousands, get people from tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, and maybe not millions. That might get too far. Again, too many people may be following them. Too many random people may be following them that might not even like art. It could be spam. It could be bots. It could be a lot of stuff. So a good healthy, I would suggest from 1,000 to 100,000 range. So you go next, and over here, I don't know why this happened. I don't even remember choosing this, but who cares? It's here apparently. Hashtags. This is where this is where it likes the photos, and over here, same thing. You put in, you right click, you do new, and there's again different portions. There's top posts. You don't want to get that because those are most likely famous Instagrammers or popular Instagrammers already. You don't want to like their pictures. You're trying to like people who are relevant to you. So you go for relevant, and that's what I always go for. You try to get the relevant photo, and you put in the word, or you can put it with the hashtag or without the hashtag, it still works. And boom, you like those people's pictures over here. So everything Manhattan related, it'll pop up. Anything hip hop related, it'll pop up. You'll like the first ones, the ones that come up, not the top ones, not the trending ones, the normal ones who's just recently posted it. Once that's done as well, the next guide is, as long as it goes here, what's the daily follow limit? So you want to be very consistent and very careful with this. If you just made an Instagram account, I wouldn't even recommend using the bot for a month. I truly wouldn't. I would tell you just be normal, interact with users, comment on their pictures, like their photos, follow some people, unfollow if you want to, if you don't like their content. Be real, be human as possible, because you can't get banned with using this. I've been using this bot for like over 2 years now, never gotten banned. What can happen is you skew your niche. I've made mistakes on that, definitely, for sure. But again, my recommendation would be not to just don't get banned, and you should be fine on that side. So you just keeping consistent on this. The follow limit I would recommend if you just start off would be 100 to 150, and then I would say every other week, like every 2 weeks, increase it by 50, and go on a slow gradual pace. And again, change this up to like 25 to 30, 35 to 40 seconds, however pace you want to go with. Unfollow, always keep it like a bit more. So let's say you were following 200 to 250 people per day. I would say, okay, do 205 to 255. Because you're trying to like be more than the follows. You don't want your unfollows to be less than your follows, because if that happens, you'll reach the capacity or the limit of 7,500, and then you'll screw yourself over. Because you're trying to make your thing look good. You're trying to have thousands of followers with only a couple hundred followings. You're not trying to show that, oh, you have 7,000 followers, 7,000 followings. It looks bad. It looks like you're just follow for following. You're not trying to achieve that. And it says don't unfollow followers. I check it off. I don't want to follow them. It's fine. I'm sorry that, and I do after 3 days. That's like a standard. So again, I'm giving my basic settings when I started off, not the advanced ones yet. So the next thing is likes. I feel like it doesn't vary as much. It's not as bad as follow and unfollow. You don't get as skewed or looked down upon from Instagram's algorithm, like I should say. So I would say you can start off with like 200 to 300. That would be fine. Then again, you can gradually increase it by 50 a day. A week, or 100 a week. You can definitely go down that route, and you can delay the like if you want. By I feel like 20 to 25 seconds is already a lot. You can probably make it decrease it and go down a bit. And yeah, once I press finish, that's it. All my bot features got saved. And again, I feel like it's a very useful tool. It actually does the job right. So once you start doing it, you can actually look at the statistics. It'll actually tell you per day how you increased, how well you did, how bad you did. And over here, I know obviously there's nothing, so I can't really show you, but it literally shows like, oh, today you got this many followers, this many gains, this many followings, this many follows, this many unfollows, shares, likes, unlikes, comments, and DMs. Again, there's a lot of other features that I did not discuss yet, and I will in my advanced tutorial, so do definitely keep an eye out for that. I'll probably put it in the description once I have it made. And yeah, I wanted to like basically show you this is like one of the best tools you can literally use to grow your Instagram. There's a lot of people like online that have more tutorials on this bot. They have like whole following specific niche dedicated to it. They'll even guide you per niche. I'll probably leave a link in the description. I'm trying to remember her name. It's a girl. It's a mom that does this. She actually has built a really big following. She had her own thing on Facebook page. I'm just trying to recall her name. I just can't. It was like a whole group she had. But and I got a lot of tips and tricks from her as well. I never got the paid version. I just went with the free version. But again, very good tips over there as well. Up to you. You can go for the free. You can go for the paid. It's completely your choice. I don't use it anymore. But I got my learnings from there. They didn't talk about this bot specifically. They talked about how to get the followers, what to do in your niche to grow, and that's what you got to aim for as well, so you can grow in that niche. I wouldn't suggest like fan pages because they can get banned. Instagram's been like trying to shut them down a lot because people can report them and can say you're fake and you can get banned. You can literally see those comments under my Instagram video on how to get it back. Like people saying that, like, hey, we had a fan page, we got banned because someone reported us. Yeah, like I think that goes against their terms of services, so that kind of sucks. So again, I would say niche specific, something you want to do. It could be fashion, it could be gaming, it could be clothing, it could be whatever you want to, and then you can use this to your advantage. Because again, if you try to do it without this, it's going to be extremely hard. You're going to have to make something go viral. Like, this Instagram game is hard. And the thing is, Instagram is one of the best places where you can grow, and it has one of the most highest audience retention rates ever. So that's why a lot of people don't leave Instagram. They actually left Facebook and like all these other things and went to Instagram because it was so much better. It just stayed longer. It lasted longer. The impression was longer. So a lot of like businesses try to focus on Instagram. It's just hard to do. You have to capture it perfectly. So yeah, that was my guide for this one. Overall, I hope you guys did found this video helpful and useful, so I do hope you enjoy it. If you overall like the video, give it a thumbs up. It helps a lot. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and click that notification bell. And if you have any comments, questions, let me know in the comment section below. Other than that, FNH out.